Hello and welcome back. Devlog number 3. I can't believe we are on Devlog 3. You guys are awesome. You've given me so many good ideas in the comments. A lot of what this devlog was just implementing feedback from you guys that I think makes the game just so much better. For those of you that are new here that want to know what the heck this is, I'm Clemonades. I make a lot of game jam games. I'm working on my first official game that I'm going to release. It's a tiny little roguelite, kind of inspired by Downwell, only you go up. If you want to know more, you can check out the previous devlog. And without further ado, let's get into it. What have we done? Well, first of all, we've added art for the walls here. They're no longer just blue walls that you slide up. They're now these like metal pipes, which initially when I was working on this, I thought that this character was going to be a robot, which is why he's this gray color, and he was going to be able to, use his robot electric abilities on pipes and metal rails and pipes and stuff. So that's sort of where this art's coming from. And it might not be the final art, but I think it's definitely an improvement upon what we had. Also, you can see that I've updated the random generation to include more of these sidewall type of things and spikes as well to force the player off of the rails and to force them to sort of jump back and forth from side to side to create like this nice flow as they go up. I think it helps quite a bit. Shout out Toomer for that awesome suggestion. What else? I darkened up the background. If you guys can see, it's a little bit darker. That was based on feedback from one of you. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I'm really sorry, but that was based on feedback from Renan Yamau. I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry. Renan, shout out to you. They had mentioned that if it's going to be played on perhaps mobile devices, the player is going to get a little bit lost in that light background. So I darkened it up quite a bit, and I think he pops. I actually think it makes the rocks pop a little bit more too. So let me know what you guys think. I think it looks pretty good. And I have also added a new enemy. Check him out. That's Froggy Boy. Froggy Boy is super cool. He just goes back and forth. But if you get close to him and he sees you, he will... I killed him. Darn it. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta find another Froggy Boy. If you get close to him, he will attack you with his tongue like that. I think he's got a pretty good tell on his attack, so you have time to dodge it. And once again, you can boop his head. Froggy Boy's pretty simple. He just goes back and forth. If you get close to him, he tries to give you a little kiss, a little French kiss. And, we don't like that, so we boop him on the heads instead. Based on a bunch of your guys' suggestions, I moved the bats and projectiles in front of the rocks. See, now you can see him coming up. It's not as cheap, you know when he's coming. I still think I need to add pathfinding so that he goes around the rocks instead of through them, but I haven't got to that yet, and I think for now this is a big improvement. Another great suggestion I had was from Wall Jump Games, who suggested that the coin magnet should be a base character ability and not an upgrade. That way it doesn't break the flow of the game so much. You don't have to go hunting the coins down exactly. You just kind of get close to them and they come to you. And when you kill enemies, coins spawn now. You don't have to chase those down either. They just sort of come to you. So I think it helps a lot. The power up is now going to be increasing the range at which coins come to you, as opposed to just having the coin magnet ability. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. And if you boop like a bat and it spawns coins, you don't risk them falling off the map and you not being able to get them. Speaking of booping bats for coins, yes, all enemies drop coins now. They drop most of the time 1. There is a chance that they'll drop 2, and then there's an upgrade to increase the odds that they drop 2 and even 3. So that's a cool new upgrade in the shop. I added transitions, so when you die, you get this cool little drop down effect, and then it peels back up. They're pretty simple, pretty basic, but I think they look pretty good. I like it quite a bit. Pretty sweet. I might change them later. I don't really know, but for now they look great. Another great suggestion was from Yale Dimmers. Shout out Yale Dimmers, who sort of explained that the part he really liked about Downwell was this sort of flow that you can get into with the game, and killing or head booping, jumping on the head of an enemy recharges your guns in that game, so you don't have to sit around and wait, because if you can only slide up so far and then you gotta stand here and wait for it to recharge, it sort of breaks the flow, makes the game not so fun. So base player ability been added to the game now is that when you kill or head boop an enemy, it will recharge a portion of your energy, so that you can kind of get into this flow where you're just sort of booping on head, slide up, jump over here, boop on head, slide up, jump over here, boop on head, and that will keep you moving. You don't have to really stand around and wait, especially if you're attacking enemies. Not only that, but you're also going to be making a coin doing it, so it sort of encourages you to get into this playstyle where you jump back and forth and hit things on the head and stuff. And then the final thing that we did was we added a shop. So check this out. You can go over to the shop and the transition happens and ta-da, you appear in the shop. There's our 2 new power-ups, which is more coins on head boops. So right now, the default ability when you kill an enemy is it spawns anywhere from 0 to 2 coins. Most often, your odds are it's going to spawn 1. Every once in a while, it'll spawn 2, and sometimes it'll spawn none. This power-up will increase your odds of spawning 2 coins and sometimes even 3 coins, and they'll always spawn at least 1 coin. So yeah, it's sort of like a enemies drop more loot type of power-up. Works pretty good. This other ability is when you jump on an enemy's head, it recharges even more of your gun energy, so you can get back on the wall and flying up even longer. I think that's a great power-up as well. Also, check out the shop art. Let me know what you guys, I think it looks great. If you're curious where I got this from, once again, shout out Moustache. I think I said this on the first devlog, but I don't know that I said it in the second one. I'm using a lot of his art for this. I did pay for it, but it's freaking awesome. It's really, really good. So yeah, I've been super happy with it. He makes some great art. If you guys are interested, yeah, check him out here. And yeah, that's where I got the shop from. I think it looks great. We've got this cool little shopkeeper. He's got a pet bird there. Yeah, and then when you're done, you can come back here and leave the shop and end up right back where you were. I haven't quite figured out if you should walk on these to leave it, if you should jump, because you know, right now there aren't that many abilities. You can go left, you can go right, and you can jump, and that's really it. So I don't want to add another button or anything to make you do shops, but I almost wonder if you're on it and you hit jump, if that should be what triggers you to go in. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And so all these things combined, I think ends up with a really nice flow for the game. I can just sort of jump back and forth. We are getting there. We are definitely getting to be a more fun game, a more complete game. Oof, Froggy Boy can be really mean. You know, the kisses hurt. I think he thinks he's being nice, but he's not. The kisses hurt so bad. So yeah, anyway, let me know what you guys think of the updates. That's about it for this devlog. Once again, I'm still just blown away by the amount of support you guys are giving this and the amount of great advice you guys are giving me in the comments. I've made a bunch of improvements this week, and a lot of it came directly from you guys. So yeah, thanks for that. And if you guys keep leaving good comments, this is eventually going to be our game and not my game. But seriously, you guys are awesome. Thank you for all the comments, all the feedback. It's helped improve the game tremendously. Anyway, that's all I got for this week. Until next time, peace.